Hi everyone, I'm Deanne from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome to my Flosstube channel, Stitching on the Rock. We are at episode 71. And anyway, we won't talk about how many attempts I've done. It's only been 2 weeks. Sorry. Welcome. It's the 5th of April. It's a beautiful sunny day here in St. John's. We had snow Friday. We had about 10 centimeters, so this is going to help melt it. But yeah, April has not been spring. Like March was much more spring-like. Welcome if you're new, if you're a new subscriber. I'm so happy that you decided to join me. If you're checking me out for the first time, please subscribe. My goal is to get to 800 subscribers by the time I get to my 80th video. I've got a few things up my sleeve if I do. I know some of you guys joined me because I chatted with you in the Nash Stitch Along last weekend, put on by Lindy Stitches. It was a ball. Chatted with girls from Greece, Northern Ireland, England, all over the states. I think I hit 7 or 8 different states in the blind dating. Some of the girls from Canada, my friends and new friends. And so I'm so glad we got to chat. If you had not heard of it, Lindy Stitches is putting on another virtual retreat the first weekend in May. I know there's a class being offered by Kathy Haberman with a PDF, so you kit it up yourself, but you don't have to stitch ahead of time, she said. There are some exclusive patterns going to be offered. I know Pigeon Coop Designs is going to be there, which I'm very excited about. There's a couple of more. So I'll link Lindy Stitches below so you can get your ticket if you want to. They're available now. What else has been going on in life? It's been a bit of a busy week the past week. We had our second last appointment with Aaron's pediatrician because he turns 18 this summer. That's a bit sad because she's been with us since he was 2 and she's been great. And so we see her again, I think, for the last time in the summer. And we had our last school meeting, which is exciting because he's graduating, but it's scary too. And I don't want to get emotional over that, so we'll move on. We got his grad proofs back. I'll stick one up so you guys can see the one my mom and my sisters love. I love about a half a dozen of them, so I don't know how I'm going to decide which one. What else is going on? Oh, I need to go and get a microwave tomorrow. I noticed that on the inside of my microwave, there's a piece broken off the coating stuff, and I don't want to use it if that. So yeah, that's about all that's been happening with life. Really short, really quick. Anything else coming up? No. My family got some good news about my nephew, and I don't know if they want it out on social media, but I can tell you that my nephew has kidney disease and needs a transplant, and he got word that he's getting his transplant in June. Possibly the end of May, but definitely June. Yay. All right, move on to the stitching because that's what you guys are all here for, and I know I just zoomed through life, but got any questions, comment below. I'll see what I can tell you. So first up was last time I was doing a challenge on with Warriors, stitch 1,000 stitches in all of your full coverage. I didn't get through them all. I got through 5, I think. But the last one you didn't see, I put 1,000 stitches in Mini Beachcomber Bounty by Amy Stewart, Heaven and Earth Designs. All my full coverage are Heaven and Earth Designs. It's stitched 1/1 on 28 count aquamarine, and as of right now I'm at 11.47%. So here is where we are with the whole thing. I have made it across the width, and I'm not sure if that's the whole down the side. I don't think it is, but I think it might be a little bit longer. But my 1,000 stitches all went into this corner, and it all went into this turquoisey color around the starfish. So, yeah. There we are. Oh, I also forgot to mention a couple of things. Sorry. I'll do that at the end. So next, the April Whip Go numbers were called by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. If you want to learn all about that, she has a Facebook group, she has an Instagram page, and I'm pretty sure she has a YouTube channel as well. And basically you do a bingo board and you fill in your numbers, and she calls 2 each month at the end of the month for the following month. So like the end of March, she called April's, and they were 4 and 10. 4 I have on my board, instead of having whip names, I have like goals. So number 4 was to stitch 30 minutes on a piece. Number 10 was to stitch a percentage on a full coverage. So I spun my wheel. I got the Quaker Canada flag for number 4, and I got Mini Warm at Home by Irina Garshimoff for number 10. I haven't done that one yet, but I did do the 30 minutes on my flag, of which you probably can't see, and it came out to be 45 stitches, and it's now at 25.50%. So here we are. Well, you can see the white pretty good. It's done 1/1 on 28 count white even weave with using sulky threads. So my 45 stitches went in right here at the start of the first full white motif, and the sun has gone behind the clouds. Sorry, there it is. And the only other pre-2025 whip I worked on was River's Edge, which I'm working on this weekend for Focus on a Finish challenge on Whip Go Warriors. And I should have said before I started showing you these that I am turning 55 this year, and so I am starting 55 things. So I divide my whips into pre-2025 and 2025 because that helps me keep everything organized. So the last one is River's Edge by Kevin Daniel, and it's stitched 1/1 on 28 count lichen gray. So far this weekend I have put in 680 stitches, and I am at 31.28%. And here is where we are. Lighting is going to be in and out today. So I just kind of pick a thread and go on this one. So I really cannot tell you where those 680 stitches are. Although I know this duck here is coming in really well. The burn is almost complete. And I've just basically been stitching across, to my cube snap, and then I put some in here, I'm pretty sure. So that is where we are. So this is for my son. Originally it was going to be a graduation gift, but then I changed to a Christmas gift, and I'm hoping I'll have it done by then. If not, we will figure it out, and he'll get it next year. I know one of the things I was going to tell you, I'll tell you now, is that I forgot last time that Hannah from Ladybug Stitches sent me this lovely thank you card for winning one of my giveaways, and it was so sweet of her, and I will link her below. Go and check her out. She does some designing, some cute little designs, many of which are in my Etsy wish list favorites. And I was trying to think of what the other thing I was going to tell you was. It's gone. Whatever it was, wasn't as important as I thought it was. So now on to my 2025 whips, and if I have finishes or FFOs, I just show them all in the order in which I started them, the ones I worked on, which were a few because I worked on a few of them last weekend during the Nash Stash. So first up is October 31st by Cottage Garden Samplings. This was my New Year start. This is the third one in the series of these that I have started. I am stitching it 1/2 on 36 count Winter Moon linen that I then dyed. So here we are. This is the whole thing. So getting looking pretty good. Let's fold it up a bit so I can hold it up closer for you. So this is, so I stitched on the pumpkin. Sorry about the wrinkles. I should have ironed this one like I did my temperature. So I worked on this greenish gray line on both sides of the pumpkin, and it's really hard. I can't. There. Oh, there. You can see it. So the greenish color on the sides of the pumpkin I worked on. I figured it would be easier to work on the pumpkin while I was chatting with people than on the raven or crow or whatever he is. I don't know how I can tell which one he is. So that was that one. Excuse me for a second. My bottle of green water. Next is my Rainbow Temperature Supernova by Climbing Goat Designs, which is my temperature stitch for this year. Decided to do one this year because I'm starting all these things, and plus because Aaron is graduating from high school. I thought it would be a cool idea to have a record of the weather this year. Please ignore all the cat hair. And this black linen, 28 count black linen, just loves Kitty, or Kitty loves it, one or the other. So here we are. So I have finished up to the end of March, which is right here, and this does the highs and lows for the day. As you can see, the weather has been a bit all over the place. We've got some red, a bright orange, some yellow, and then some blue and green. So it's really been jumping all over the place. And while these are my colors that I love to stitch, I like seeing the red and the orange, but like I said, with snow on the ground now, I'm sure the first few days in April will not be orange or yellow. That one. Next is Seasons in Chalk Art Spring by Priscilla Blaine and Kathy Haberman from out of Just Cross Stitch, April 2016. I'm going to need another skein of chalk, even though it doesn't tell me that I need 2 skeins. With all this white that you can see in here, it's obvious that you're going to need more than 1 skein. But anyway, I'm stitching it 2/2 on a piece of 28 count Monaco that I dyed with charcoal. And I have finished all the chalk in this S and have just slightly moved on to the P right here. And I'm really enjoying all the nice bright colors in this. It looks really cool. There we go. That one. Oh, and of course I skipped one. I have an FFO of one of my starts, which was Daisy May by Stitching with the Housewives. Here it is. This I stitched for my mom, and I cut off all the top motifs. I stitched what she wanted, and I used the same color fabrics that I used for my April, and as you can see, I didn't get around to getting washers for my April. I have to do that tomorrow too. But yeah, the same 2 colors are used for the fabrics. And this board just came from our local dollar store. It's got some beads for her to hang. She's not sure. She's going to try hanging it, and she may decide that she doesn't want to hang it, and we'll just put it on easel like that. She didn't want any extra embellishments. I said, do you want a bow or some daisies? Or no, she said just like that. So it is complete. So next up was I think this was what I had just started my last video. So I had started Wednesday before, which was tree trimming for my boys, and I completed it. I made a couple of changes to it. I changed the color of the pot. It was supposed to be 612, I believe, and I did 840. I just thought 612 was too taupey. Here. Oh, no. 612. So this was the original color for the pot. And I did it darker. 6 with 840. They were supposed to be red French knots, and I put in red beads. And there was a little square motif. I think there was 3 or 4 of them. One here, one there. And I just didn't see the point of them, so I left those off. So it will be made into a Christmas ornament. So I thought it was really cute. And then after the week after my last video? No, it couldn't be. I don't know. I think maybe that was the Wednesday before my video. Yes, and this was Wednesday after. I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't really matter what the dates were. Next up is, and this was done just on a piece of Monaco. Next up is Sunshine Bouquet, which was from a magazine. It was from a 1992 cross stitcher, maybe? I'm not sure, but if you want to know, I'll put it in the notes. But this is a pattern that I saw on someone's Instagram and knew I wanted to do it, and a local stitching friend had it, so she photocopied it from the magazine for me, and I absolutely love it. It is done 2/2 on 32 count taupe. Linen? Yeah, linen. Definitely linen. And I'm loving it. It's still, let me see, well, doubling the, okay. So it's still in the Q-snap because I'm still picking it up to work on it when I can, and it's just beautiful. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diamonds to finish to be done with the border on the top half. So I will get that done this week and finish. Then I'm going to finish the letters, and then I'll move the Q-snap down. And it's one of my favorite things that I've ever stitched, and I can't wait to get it done. There's that one. And then last Wednesday I started Hugs and Kisses by Primrose Cottage, and it is done 2/2 on sea glass Monaco, and it's on the floor. I thought I had it up here. Oh no, it's not there. Just 1 second. It was on the table. I have 2 pieces of fabric that are almost the same color, and I thought it was just the one. So anyway, here is where it is. I should get it finished in the next day or 2, which is really cool. It's cute, and it's a really quick stitch, and I'll have another small Valentine's design to put out next year. And now I have a confession to make. I cheated on my schedule. I have been doing really, really well, starting everything on Wednesdays, working for the week on them, and then putting them away or having them finished. And, you know, I'm not a schedule person. I'm terrible for keeping schedules and lists, and I love to write them out. I never follow through with keeping them. But last weekend for the Nash Stash, almost everybody was starting new things, well, new market stuff this year, but I didn't buy anything because I had all these things to start and all that. But watching everybody else start something made me want to start something. So I cheated, and my coming Wednesday piece I started last weekend, and I love it. It's one of the sunflower bouquet is one of my favorite things, but this one too. So forgive me. I started Plum Street Samplers always remember. And I'm having so much fun starting it. It is stitched 1/2 on 36 count. It didn't have a name when I got it, but I looked it up and it was just called blue gray. So it wasn't anything exciting. Now I am Canadian-fying, that's the word, this pattern. So the 3 eagles will come out. The American flag will become a Canadian flag. I will put another poppy here and here somehow or another. I'll pick one from the pattern to try and fit in where they are. I'm still thinking about changing Always Remember to In Flanders Fields. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. I might get to that because that will be the last thing I do and decide, no, Always Remember is fine. We'll see. So here is where I am. It's being stitched with all the Call for specialty threads, and oh my gosh, I just absolutely love it. So this is the top corner here. So I have this one done and this one done, and I'm working on that one. Oh, if I held it the right way, you could tell that. Okay, we'll try that again. So I have that one done, and I'm working on this one, and I have the stem done down so to where the eagle is. The green stem is all done. Sorry. Yeah, and it's, oh, I just love the way it's turning out. And it will definitely get all of next week done, worked on. I mean, it may just be this all next week. So I may get all, my goal by the end of the week is to get all these flowers done on this side. And that is everything. I feel like I just zoomed through all of that. I have no haul, no stitchy kindness, no nothing. And I cannot remember what the other thing I was going to say was when I thought about Hannah's card. Oh well. I guess I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Happy stitching. See you in a couple of weeks. Bye. Oh, I know what it was. I put up my May preview video. That's what it was. I was going to tell you guys my little 2-3 minute preview video of May. And one of the things I mentioned was that my birthday's in May. If you want to know the date, you check that one out. I'm starting 'Tis the Season by Blackbird Designs, and the lovely Amy from Renewing Stitching is going to join me in a SAL. And if anyone else wants to join us, let me know. And if you have it in your whip pile and want to pull it out for a few days to work on with me, let me know that too. I decided on the hashtag BB 'Tis the Season Sal because it wasn't used on Instagram, and I know you can't follow them, but you can look at what's there. So the 11th, I will tell you because that's the day I'm starting it. Anyway, if you want to join us, let us know. Bye.